Hey there, this is Ride in the Frequency here. I want to talk to you about my top five or top 10 comedies of all time for me. I don't know you're going to agree with this list. These movies, I haven't put a whole lot of thought about the orders yet, but these movies are in no particular order because I was watching something and I was going like, you know what, I can watch this anytime. So that was inspired me to make this list about watching these comedies at any time. All right, we're going to start you off with Young Frankenstein, a movie made by Mel Brooks in 1974, I believe. Uh, Gene Wilder, Madeline Kahn, Terry Garr, and Marty Feldman, the scene stealer, with Peter Boyle as the creature. Funny, black and white, funny. It's just, I think, the lack of using any like music really makes it funny. And, Gene Wilder can sell anything. So, speaking of another Gene Wilder, and that's in my top 10, top 5 of all times, is Blazing Saddles with Cleavon Little, Gene Wilder. Mel Brooks is actually in this one himself, the director. Um, and of course, the movie is about um, a black sheriff in the old west gets hired to be part of this town. The main, like one of the funniest person in there, besides all these wonderful actors, is Harvey Korman. I don't know what he played, like Secretary of State, because the governor is Mel Brooks. But Harvey Korman is funny. Is just as a straight guy is funny. In this movie he plays Hetty Lamar, and there's a famous actress named Hetty Lamar, and when this movie came out, she, I want to say, was suing them with something in that nature, or she was suing somebody. And anyway, they make fun of her kind of in here. And the movie is funny. It's anytime funny, any decade funny. Next on my top 5, top 10 list is The Blues Brothers, which is a musical with John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, and with a host of famous musicians. Aretha Franklin, James Brown, Ray Charles is in this. It is great. I came late to this movie because the movie was released in 1980, but I didn't see it until a few years later, and just rented it and going like, man, why did I skip out on this movie for so long? It is funny. The music is fantastic. It takes place in my original hometown of Chicago. And I know a few things about the movies. There's a scene where they are driving through a mall. This was a mall that was being closed, and so and plus the scene where they wrecked a whole bunch of cars is these police cars were being decommissioned, or they had got a bunch of new ones. So the mayor of Chicago allowed them to have all these cars. But the movie is funny. Funny movie. The music is just fantastic. I love the song Sweet Home Chicago. I play it quite often. Another in my top comedies is one of the latest entries in the comedy realms for me is Tropic Thunder. Now, Tropic Thunder with Robert Downey Jr., he breaks me in that movie, especially when he does the 1,000-yard stare, 400-year speech. I cry. My whole family cried watching this movie. It's kind of like for 400 years, that word has kept us down. I'm going like, what is wrong with him? He's broken, and I loved it. So that was another one of my top comedies. Another one of my top horror comedies, well, there's two of them I'm going to speak about. One of them is called Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Now, it takes the slasher film and kind of turn it on its head a little bit of misconception. But it's not like where you sit there you laugh all the time, but you smile a lot and you chuckle, and it's funny. It's funny all the way through. By the some great performers like college kids. We got your friend. Love it, love it. Another I was thinking of it, but now I just lost it. Another horror comedy is Army of Darkness because the cheesiness of the lines in there is just mwah. Bruce Campbell as Ash, who goes back into time to fight the forces of the dead, and oh god, it's so interesting and well done. Um, I'm trying to think of other comedies right off the hand. Oh, another one of my favorite comedies. This is also my top 5, top 10 comedies I can watch anytime. Is Ruthless People with Bette Midler, Danny DeVito, Bill Pullman. Sorry, I was trying to get the bills correct. And it's about and Judge Reinhold and Helen Slater, I want to say, plays his wife. Basically about a guy who kidnaps a woman and demand a ransom, but the guy doesn't want to pay the ransom because he doesn't like his wife. Funny movie. Bill Pullman steals every scene that he talks in, and but anyway, this has been a quick quick chat about some of my top comedies. I'm sure there are others that I love to watch. Like I said, I'm just going off the top of my head, so I didn't put anything together. And you've seen me in Random Rick Reviews. Rick, we had discussed our top fives that we used to do all the time together. I just kind of just wanted to touch upon this again. Anyway, this has been Riding the Frequency. I'm glad you tuned in. Give my channel a subscribe if you like, and like this video. All right, peace out. Talk to you on the other side.